People love to say, you'll just know when it's the right time. But what if you don't? What if your timeline doesn't match your culture's, or your friends, or your parents' expectations? I've seen people marry at 23 and thrive. I've seen others wait until 35 and still feel lost. So I started asking myself, is there really a right time to get married? Or is that just something we say to feel better about rushing or waiting? Let's talk about it. In today's episode, we're tackling one of the biggest, messiest, most Googled questions around marriage. When is the right time to get married? We'll explore the psychology and science behind ideal timing, cultural pressure and how it shapes our choices, what age really says about marital success, why the right time has more to do with you than your birth certificate, and what I've learned from my brother, who got married too early and knew it. If you've ever felt behind, too young, or unsure about your timeline, this one's for you. My brother got married at 26. He was in love, and everyone around him said it was the perfect age. The wedding was beautiful, the photos were dreamy, but something always felt rushed. He later admitted, I wasn't ready. I just didn't want to lose her, and I didn't want to look like the guy who couldn't commit. Within the first year, it showed. He wasn't emotionally grounded yet. He still needed freedom to grow as a person, and the expectations of marriage hit him like a wave he hadn't trained for. They made it work eventually, but the first 2 years, they were rough. It taught me this: marriage isn't a race, and age isn't always the green light we think it is. The best age to marry, what science says. There's actual research on this. Sociologist Dr. Nicholas Wolfinger found that people who marry between 25 and 32 have the lowest risk of divorce. Too early, under 25, and you might not be fully developed emotionally or financially. Too late, after 35, and you might get more set in your ways or compromise less. But here's the catch. Correlation isn't causation. Plenty of people outside this range have amazing marriages, and plenty inside it fall apart. The key isn't age, it's readiness, which we talked about in episode 1. In some cultures, marriage before 30 is the expectation. In others, you're weird if you marry before building a career, traveling, or living alone. And then there's family pressure. I've had relatives say, "You're not getting any older. Don't be too picky. People won't wait forever." At first, I took it personally. Then I realized they're not commenting on me, they're reacting to their own beliefs and fears. When you feel pressured to marry just because it's time, you're borrowing someone else's clock, and you'll always feel late. Let's take age off the table for a second. Ask yourself these instead. Do I understand what a real marriage requires? Have I built a strong identity outside of a relationship? Do I have a clear understanding of what I want in a partner and what I bring to the table? Have I dealt with any emotional wounds or patterns that might affect my future relationship? Am I choosing this person because I truly align with them, or because I'm afraid to start over? If your answers are yes, your age doesn't matter. If your answers are no, then even the perfect age won't protect you. The 3 types of timing. There's no universal right age, but there are types of timing to consider. 1. Psychological timing. Are you emotionally mature? Can you handle stress, boredom, and responsibility without breaking down or blaming others? Can you regulate your emotions instead of projecting them? Marriage requires psychological strength, not perfection, but self-awareness. 2. Life timing. Are you at a stable enough place in your life to take on this commitment? It doesn't mean you need a house, a car, and 6 figures in the bank, but ask, do I have a basic routine that I'm proud of? Am I managing my finances responsibly? Can I support someone emotionally and let them support me? If you're still in chaos mode, it might not be time yet. 3. Relationship timing. Has your relationship matured? You're not just marrying a person, you're marrying your dynamic with them. Ask, have we navigated a hard season together? Have we disagreed and come out stronger? Do we have shared vision, not just shared hobbies? If the relationship hasn't been tested, it's not ready for marriage, no matter how great the honeymoon phase feels. I'm not married, I'm not engaged, and honestly, I'm not in a hurry, because I don't want to marry out of fear. Fear of time passing, fear of being alone, fear of missing out. I want to marry when I've grown enough to love well, I've healed enough to build safe space, I've chosen someone not because they fit a deadline, but because they fit me. Maybe that'll be in my late 20s, maybe early 30s, maybe later, but when it happens, it'll be mine. Have you ever felt pressured to get married by a certain age? What made you question the timing? Let's talk in the comments. You're not alone in this. In the next episode, the hard questions couples need to ask before marriage. We'll get honest about the awkward, intense, but absolutely essential conversations you must have before saying yes. From money to kids to past baggage, these are the questions that can save your future. Don't miss it.